All right, so we're gonna have some white chocolate peppermint tea, and we're gonna mix it with a little Earl Grey tea. We'll try out that combination. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing great. All right. Don't know how I can show both of these off. Put that guy there, maybe. Yeah, that looks good. And a peppermint, which we already have. Yeah, this is definitely the weirdest tea I've used. The tea bag itself is odd as well. It's hard to rip open. Maybe if I crunch it up more, it'll be easier to work with. There we go. Very hard to open. It's like some weird nylon plastic mixture. Okay, so we have our Earl Grey tea. Let's mix in the white chocolate peppermint tea as well. Put it there, sort of. All right, very good. It's not blending terrifically. All the peppermint tea is just gonna like sink to the bottom. The tea is two different consistencies. Still using the Bowie tobacco. I don't think I'm gonna buy a third bag. The stringiness is a pain in the butt to work with. It's getting old. All right. Very good. Oops. And of course, I keep telling myself, hey, it's not a great idea to leave the tobacco and cigarettes out in your pool room because it's quite humid out there. And I keep doing it. Son of a bitch, you know? Oh, hello, friends. How are you today? I'm going to attempt to make a peppermint tea, Earl Grey tea mixture. I do not have high hopes, but we'll see. My hopes are so low, I didn't even bring cigarette tubes. But yeah, I'll be right back, my friends. Son of a gun. Yeah, I turned the green light on and put me in the mood for some type of negative. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great evening, great morning. Your friend Dreamsy's just making some tea cigarettes. We're taking two different kinds of teas. We have this white chocolate peppermint, which is the most adorable box of tea I ever seen. And we're using Earl Grey tea. I never smoked Earl Grey tea. I don't have high hopes. I think there's too much tobacco in there. We're gonna try. Wish me luck. Hey, it worked. Cool. Yeah, but I keep leaving my tobacco out here, and the tobacco's getting too damp. When you make cigarettes, you want the tobacco to be dry. That was actually pretty good. See, that's what I mean with this Bowie tobacco. It's like very stringy. It's not good. I think I want to go back to the crisscross. The crisscross, it's more like a dry fish food. That's the best way I could describe that. But yeah, I'm keeping up the tradition of just making one video on the weekend, which I gotta try to start doing more. But I don't know. I'm just very lazy lately. let's try to get another one here. The consistency of this tea, I just don't like. Oh, hello, Jordan. I'm doing quite well. I hope you're doing great too. See, the tobacco's so wet, it just rips through the cigarette tubes. And usually, see, my old complaint was my tobacco's too dry and it's crispy. Now my tobacco's too wet. It's like you can't win, you know? Much like life sometimes, you feel like you can't win, but with a few simple things, like I could just stop leaving my tobacco out here and it would probably fix it. I just keep forgetting to do it. No, I'm not, my friend. All right, let's try this cigarette. It's an odd question. God, gosh darn it. Yeah, the tobacco. It's terrible. I'm gonna get one cigarette here, please. Also, the consistency of the tea. I'm not in love with it. All right. And then again, we're just using too much. That does not help either. All right, that's good. Maybe. Yeah, it's smokable, barely smokable. Uh, Next decent one we get, we're gonna fire up. It's stressing me the hell out. Want to get a good combination of the two teas. But we're just gonna jam the machine. Oh, hello. All right, here we go. I hope your night's going well. Mine's, it's been better. Trying to roll cigarettes with it. Extremely wet tobacco is ill-advised. Last thing I'm gonna do is buy a pack of cigarettes. I refuse to. I'll sit out here all night and keep failing to make cigarettes before I would go buy a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, it's just too wet, man. Terrible, terrible cigarette. That first one worked out pretty well, but these were cut my arm. Gigantic stem, so we'll try to get that out. Uh, Maybe that's causing issues. I tried to do some customization to the cigarette roller. I don't think that's causing the issues. Because we have like two cigarettes to show for all this effort. Bear in mind, I've been doing this for 20 years now. Based on the 20 years of knowledge, I know this one's not going to work either. What did I tell you? It's, it's ludicrous. All right. But that's one thing you don't really think about when you go into poor ownership is humidity. It's not good. Especially if you decide to leave your tobacco outside, you know. Then it's like pool. It's not good. See, they feel okay. When I put the appropriate amount of tobacco in, it just explodes. When I don't put enough tobacco in, you get like the old pipe cigarette. And that's just embarrassing. It's kind of funny, but embarrassing nonetheless. It's perfectly smokable like that. You just look like an asshole. Good banger. I think word has it there's a video of me actually singing this song if you look hard enough into it. I think it was great. I think it was a fantastic performance. Do I want to sit and watch that video now? No, because I was pretty drunk. But when Dreamsy drinks, when he used to drink, he could definitely sing. He could definitely sing. All right. This, I know it's not the cigarette roll's fault, but I kind of just want to throw it into, just throw it somewhere. I want to throw it somewhere. So I'm getting quite pissed. So I really wanted to taste this tea blend. And I got one decent cigarette out of all of this mess I have here. I have one cigarette. And this is going to jam too because the tobacco is so goddamn wet. Son of a bitch. It's like it's like trying to make cigarettes in a rainforest of some sort. And yeah, that's my own stupidity for leaving all my supplies out here. Be kind to your tobacco, and it won't do this to you. I think tobacco does smoke nicer. It's less harsh when when tobacco gets super dry. I think it's harsher to smoke it. So it'd probably be one hell of a cigarette if I can actually get a cigarette made. That's a big if. I'm just gonna smoke that first one we made because I'm getting quite pissed. We're missing, enjoying a cigarette to this wonderful song. Let's get this up here. Yeah, it smells very nice. The peppermint. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw the tobacco in the house. Oh, hello, how are you today? Gonna have a nice white chocolate peppermint tea and Earl Grey tea cigarette. I blended cigarettes, tea, and why? I blended different teas before. Wow. Yeah, that's fantastic. I think it's mostly just that white chocolate peppermint. Damn, that's good. Ah. And we did, I don't know if I let off this live stream, but we did do newest review. We just did it maybe half an hour ago. We did the Virginia Slim 120s light. It was a decent review. Usually about the same, 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I like to record more during the daytime, but it's a pain in the ass. Especially now it's summertime, so the kids are always going to be around. Oof, we need to rearrange a little. Thought about doing these next, maybe. Just pick a marble, little 6-pack. Not to be confused with X-Pac, the wrestler. Damn, yeah, that's fantastic. I keep wanting to call it a Misty. The Virginia Slim was pretty okay. That was about it. It didn't taste like old paper, but it didn't taste like too much. It did give me a nice head feeling, though. It was all right. And it had an exquisite smell. I don't know. Maybe I'm a freak for sniffing cigarettes. I guess I am. But the smell was fantastic. I'm sure people do that all the time, but it's, oh, I'm gonna sniff a fancy cigar. Oh, I'm gonna sniff my vintage cigarettes. I sniff brand new cigarettes too, though. I don't know. I like the way they smell. Not the brand new ones as much. The brand new cigarettes just smell like, chemicals and the filter, I guess. When you get a pack of, cigarettes from the 1980s, it just has a different smell to it. Strong. Smells good. I guess maybe cigarettes back in the 1980s just smelled better. Or maybe it's a concentrated stank of cigarettes. But they were in perfect condition, no discoloration, tightly packed, not crispy. Burned stride and true and long and bright. Very nice. Smoked it down to the R in Virginia, in fact. It was good, enjoyable all the way. Oh, hello. But yeah, the Virginia Slim was pretty damn good. 1985, they introduced the 120. So I would guess it has to be at least 1985. But not too far thereafter that, though. Oh, what's going on, friend? Just smoking a white chocolate peppermint Earl Grey tea cigarette. So definitely needed that because I'm getting pissed off. Because my tobacco is very wet and it's being very difficult to make cigarettes. And there's my thing fell off. Bloody hell. I took a piece of sandpaper and cut it to fit my little nozzle cigarette holder. And it just fell off. It did not work. I tried. Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. Peppermint shined through nicely. I tried a cigarette earlier that was just the Earl Grey tea and tobacco. And it was nice. It added a nice earthy note to the cigarette. So I would definitely I would do that once in a while. That's the first time I tried just Earl Grey tea. All right. Body of Christ. I got some typo negative, some good music. Let's see if it's a pain in the ass when I just try to make cigarettes without tea. It will be. The tobacco's so wet. I don't know what to. I'm gonna have to take it in the house. That was okay. Nah, it's not loading all the way down the chamber. It's because the tobacco's too wet and it's clumping up inside the tube. To sit here like an asshole and bang my cigarette on the table like a Neanderthal. It's and so it's what I call Lucy. Let's see what's in there. Oh, it's cigarettes. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I don't think I want to make tea anymore. I'm bored of tea. Plus, it's a pain in the ass to load. All right, that one's okay. But no. I think it's just damn tobacco, too. Damn you, buoy tobacco. It's just not... It's hard to work with. The cut of this tobacco I do not like. It just binds up and crudely clumps together. It does not work. And plus it's wet as hell from sitting out here. I'd give it a shot, what the hell. That worked pretty good. Worked well. Yeah, I'm just making regular ones right now. That sounds cool. I'm not a tobacco connoisseur. I don't smoke anything at all. It's that worst case if I, ran out of cigarettes. I'm like, oh man, I gotta buy a pack of cigarettes. I don't have any. I gotta stop at the gas station. I'd probably get a pack of Marlboro Smooth, I guess. Those are pretty good. They taste like, got a little hint of spearmint to them. Which is quite nice. Damn. It's gonna be a rough day of making cigarettes, I'll tell you what. Yeah. No. I started smoking when I was 15. I'm 30. I'm gonna be 37. There was only one year out of those years that I did not smoke. I quit smoking for 1 year. But besides that, I've been pretty full tilt. Usually a pack a day, I never really quit smoking. You'll say, and I'm tending to agree with it, once you're addicted to something, you never really quit it. You're always just in remission, Like, you could say, I was an alcoholic. I'll tell you, I still am an alcoholic, that never leaves. It's always there. that doesn't just go away. Once you're to the point of alcoholism, your brain's always wired for that. I'm one terrible day from just going to the liquor store and buying a bottle of liquor, you know? That's never gonna go away. I wanna drink right now, and it's been 6 months. Maybe that gets better, I don't know. But, I think, once you're an alcoholic, once you get addicted to anything, it's always a part of you. But then again, I'm only 6 months into it, so maybe it gets better, I don't know. What doesn't get better is this tobacco. I'm gonna have to take it in the house and try to get it less wet. No, but I mean, once I start maybe coughing up blood or pissing out blood or something, then I'd probably strongly consider quitting smoking. But until then, I'll probably keep smoking. That's usually what I say. Usually you catch it soon enough, they can just, give you some chemo or something, and like, oh, I guess I had my fun with it, It's like with your car, you hear some weird noises going on under the hood. You're just like, I'll let it go. And eventually the noises get worse, and you're like, well, I'm sure the check engine light will come on sooner or later. I treat my body the same way, Like, well, if I start coughing up blood, then we ought to start doing something here. Maybe we'll cut it back a little bit. This tobacco's pissing me off. Oh, man. I'm about to just fire up a Virginia Slim from the 1980s. So I'm getting kind of fat. Did go when I left physical therapy. No, I'm about the same. I'm about the same I was when I left physical therapy, but I'm just eating a crap ton of garbage. I used to eat clean and try to be healthy. This one's gonna fail, guaranteed. It's probably still shitty. It's okay. Be a good cigarette. Cut my arm, and that's the thing about like my neck down. Like I'm like numb and like tingly and stuff. So if I bump into something or cut myself, I don't really feel it right away. Wow, that's what I can't describe to you how that smells, man. Damn, it smells so good, man. Wait, it's gonna be backwards, but these are Virginia Slim 120s. Says, Surgeon General warning, cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide. Now, I had cigarettes before that were about the same time frame, and that's like the mid to late 80s, early 1990s. That would usually have the cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide, with my experience so far. So, in the Virginia Slim, the 120 was introduced in 1985. So I would say these are from 1985 to the early 1990s. Let me find a normal pack of cigarettes. All right, well, there's a pack of Camel, just regular Camels. And you can see they're a lot longer. Well, they're 120s, so that's it to a regular pack of Camels. See if I have a pack of 100s. Well, I have 2 packs of 100s. This is a Benson and Hedges 100s. So it's one hell of a cigarette, man. These are 120s. They're not messing around. But yeah, 1980s Virginia Slim Light, non-menthol. Damn, that's huge, man. They taste, some of them are great, some of them are terrible. This one's right, like in the middle of the road. It's all right. It smells wonderful, though. Like it's like a chocolate-covered raisin or something like that. Yeah, it smells great. Oh, yeah. That thing's huge. I don't see like tiny holes in the filter anywhere. They did the 120s, like I said, were introduced in '85. They did later come out with the Virginia Slim Super Light 120s. I think those were like 1987 or something like that, because you had to be super light and super long. Well, yeah, it's a hell of a cigarette. I think they were kind of going for like the old, like 1940s, like long stick thing that you'd put your cigarette on the tip of, maybe. Yeah, but it's cool. I think I was at the grocery store this morning. I think they still sell Misties. I'm not sure if they still, I'm sure they still sell Virginia Slims. They probably do. They're probably super expensive. I'm sure like a carton of them is probably like $140 or something. One of those they hooked you like back in the 1970s to smoking just Virginia Slim cigarettes. And if they get a group of people that are heavily invested in that brand, they can still get them today for exorbitant amounts of money. Because I know for the longest time, my parents, they only smoked cool cigarettes. And, there isn't much cheaper options out there. Even if we'd go through stages of wealth and not so much wealth, they always went out of the way to make sure they got cool cigarettes, though. You know what I mean? They never skimped on the cigarettes. Only till much later, when my mom was on her own, then she started smoking pyramid cigarettes to try to save money. So I think they were like $2 or $3 less a pack, And so it was a lot of savings. You figure a carton of cigarettes is $20, $25 cheaper for a carton of pyramids versus a carton of cools. I'm not sure what cheap-ass cigarettes they have today. I think I've seen a pack of Montegos or Crowns or something, I think I've seen. But yeah, I've seen they still have Misties for sale, so that's cool. And this cigarette's probably about the length of a normal cigarette right now. Let's put it to use. Here's one of my cigarette tubes. Yes, it's about exactly the length of my normal cigarette. I feel like I've been smoking this thing for a while. Yeah, Mavericks are super cheap. Those were like $7 something a pack. What the hell is it? We got Mavericks at home. I got a pack of Harley Davidson cigarettes. Those are some Mavericks. I was gonna do that tonight. I was gonna try to make a Dreamsy Drinks video. I even have the cup out here I was gonna use. Maybe it's not too late. No, when I'm on a budget, I only buy those cigarettes from the dollar store, Dollar General. I'm gonna buy those little cigars and welcome new friends. I hope everyone's doing good. I'm smoking a 1980s Virginia Slim 120. It's actually pretty damn good, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, but the Harley Davidson cigarette. I'm not sure which one came first, but yeah, Mavericks I think later turned into Harley Davidson cigarettes. But we did that. We smoked a Harley Davidson cigarette and had a Harley Davidson beer. I didn't drink the beer too much. I just had like a sip or two because the beer was from 1994, I think. It was actually pretty damn good. I gotta get those testing strips, you know what I mean? Like you can dunk it into the stuff and it'll tell you if it has like iron and other, bad chemicals in it. And see if it has freaking arsenic. I don't know what the hell it would have in it. Because when I cracked the beer, I think it was from 1994, it almost, it tasted like champagne, like no bull. It was actually really good. My hands aren't working. Well, we're down to Virginia. Yeah, I think I got like 10. Well, maybe not 10 cans. I think there's some duplicates, but we have some super old ass beer. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. I could make a video. Not bad. A nice blast from the past to smoke the vintage cigarettes that sometimes suck ass. But that one was good. Very nice. Put it right there. Looks good. It's Harley Davidson beer. So we did the Harley Davidson cigarette, and we cracked open I think it was 1994 Harley Davidson beer. But I have a bunch of them. I think the oldest one I have is like 1985, and they ran until the year 2000. They made the Harley Davidson beer. And I think I have like maybe 8 more cans of varying years. I said I think I have an 85, an 87, 89, and a few of the 1990s. Yeah, the one from 1985 is like rock hard. I'm scared to open it, but you gotta do it for science, you know? The one from 1994, like when I opened it, it made the whole room like smell like a skunk. But then, when I smelled it in the cup I put it in, it just smelled like champagne, tasted like champagne. It had carbonation. But yeah, I just took a few sips of it. I'm not gonna, drink a whole bottle of beer from 1994, but but it was good. I was tempted to. Yeah, it did something in that can over those years. It turned into something else. Yeah, but it was stinky at first though, but that kind of dissipated. I made a short for the video, and when I said a skunk came into the room, I put like the little emoji of a skunk. That's a good one. Damn it. There's something wrong with the damn pool heater. I just don't know how the hell to work it. You know, one of those things. Yeah, well, I don't want to drink the whole can of beer because, you know, I'm 6 months sober from alcohol, and it's from 1994. So kind of two reasons. I don't want to drink a whole bunch of it. I mean, yeah, taking a sip of a beer for a review doesn't count as breaking sobriety. I'm not sitting here enjoying it. I'm doing it for science. Now, if I chugged all 10 cans of beer, then we're in trouble. Some of it. Then maybe I get some views on YouTube. Because I think, you know, drinking beer and doing all that stuff, I think that's A-okay. But sitting here smoking cigarettes, now that's not okay. And I think that's the majority of the problem. You know, I always say, you know, don't smoke cigarettes. Everyone knows they're terrible for you. But, you know, we can still see ads for alcohol and all that crap on TV. I think alcohol is much worse for you than cigarettes are, to be brutally honest. It's all about, you know, moderation too, but my moderation button doesn't exist. Well, with alcohol it didn't. And I don't just sit around all day and chain smoke cigarettes, you know. I usually work between 8 and 10 hours a day, and when I'm at work, I can't even smoke. Which kind of pissed me off when I did that. I used to, you know, we used to sneak out maybe at 1 in the morning and 5 in the morning and have a cigarette. But then they caught on to that and started bitching, so took away cigarette breaks at work. But I get nicotine lozenges for free through my insurance because I'm trying to quit smoking, which I am. Apparently I'm trying to quit smoking because I can't make any damn cigarettes. No, I don't smoke cigars. I do have I smoked a few little cigars. I did reviews of like vintage, what was it? It was Eric filtered cigar, and we did. There's somewhere around here. Just the one, maybe. No, those are Aspens. We did another kind of little cigarello. Yeah, we smoked a lot of cigarettes, my friends. We smoked a lot. And in not a single one of my videos did I say, hey kids, go out and smoke. I say, smoking's bad for you. It's very dangerous. If you're gonna smoke, make your own cigarettes and try to do it better than me. Make sure your cigarette bag is in a nice non-humid environment and keep your tobacco nice and dry, or else you're gonna be in the same situation I am in. And you're not going to be able to make very good cigarettes. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible cigarettes. Yeah, I seen some of those ads for like the lozenges, like the, I can't even think of what the hell they are. Rogue. I tried one of those. It was quite all right. Yeah. I would advise anyone not to smoke cigarettes. The nicotine lozenges or the nicotine like pouches are they're okay. I had the Rogue. I think it was like apple or something that was interesting. I mean, would I be able to quit smoking completely? Probably not. I mean, it'd be pretty rough. Yeah, but some of those pouches I've seen are crazy. The one kid at work I know, he gets pouches that are like 12 milligrams of nicotine each. And I was talking to him the one day. I was like, do you know one cigarette usually only is about like a half a milligram or 1 milligram of nicotine? So you're like basically getting the nicotine of 12 cigarettes. So that's probably not good for you, I wouldn't think. I mean, I understand it's dispersed over like an hour, because I think they say they usually last an hour. But you're still getting the nicotine equivalent of smoking 12 cigarettes in an hour. You know, so it's probably not good for you, but I don't know. I am not a doctor. I only play one on TV. I'd throw this cigarette machine in the pool, but I don't want to mess up the filter system and have a bunch of tobacco in the pool. Maybe I'll just throw it against the wall very nicely. Oh, the sun's coming up, so that's cool. I'm gonna have some family over later, maybe to go in the pool. Holy hell. Oh, that's a lot of nicotine, my friend. Yeah, that's what I thought, like most cigarettes are like 1 milligram of nicotine. Yeah, and this guy has a pouch in his mouth that's 12 milligrams of nicotine. It's like, holy hell. Nicotine's a highly addictive chemical, don't you know that? It tells you right on the box, for Pete's sake. And the companies are happy as clams because now they can sell another addictive product. Even going back to RJ Nabisco, you know, they're like, damn, they're cracking down on us selling these cancerous cigarettes. What can we do? Let's buy Nabisco and we'll just sell them cancer-causing food instead. Like, do it. And they did it. Yeah, so that's when RJ got into the processed food business. And, I mean, you tell me what's worse, cigarettes or processed food? I'd say it's a wash. They're about the same. You sit around eating junk food all day, you're going to be no healthier than the guy that just sits around and smokes cigarettes periodically throughout the day. You know? It's all bad for you. Yeah. I'd say alcohol's the worst, coming from an alcoholic. It's just pure poison. There's no use for it in the body whatsoever. I guess you can say tobacco follows the same thing, basically. There's no necessity for tobacco, just to relax, I suppose. But I don't know. I think alcohol is still worse. And it's still nationally advertised and encouraged to drink alcohol for sporting events, you know, for bat mitzvahs, sweet 16s, you know, it's everywhere. At a child's brisk, have a Pabst Blue Ribbon, you know. I want to see cigarette commercials, damn it. I always make this point in every goddamn live stream, too. Yeah, what the hell? I do want to see modern cigarette commercials. I want to see what they can do. Probably in China they do. That'd be awesome. Like, everyone smokes in China, I think. They're all smoking, hard-working people, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have to work, though, because they're communists. I don't know how communism works, folks. I guess it gets shit done, I suppose you could say. That should be the slogan. I don't know. Terrible best describes it. Terrible best describes my cigarette situation. Well, I want alcohol ads banned as well, but I just think it's fair play if they can advertise their poison. Cigarette companies should be able to advertise their poison too. And processed food companies can advertise their garbage. Screw it, advertise everything. Or nothing at all. It's a good song. I'm gonna try just some Earl Grey tea. Oh, and good morning. Hello, friends. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. My cigarette machine's working terribly because my tobacco is very wet. And we did a new vintage cigarette review. It was Virginia Slim 120s. Was a new review. I still have to upload that, for Pete's sake. Yeah, the sun's coming up, the birds are chirping. Chirping violently. Put out unsalted peanuts yesterday. And the birds and squirrels were all going nuts. You know? Yeah, that's true. That's the one thing I would say, like, cigarettes just ruin the smoker's life. Alcohol ruins entire families. But yeah, welcome new friends. How is everyone doing? All right, this is gonna end terribly. Oh, hello, how are you? The tea smells very delightful. Very earthy tones. I wish it would work, but it's not going to. No matter how much upwards pressure, downwards, the whole damn thing sounds like it's falling apart, and it fails. Down. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing great. Sun's coming up. Have some guests coming over later, so that should be fun. I have to go to sleep and go to work. So that's a fun day. Just try a little bit less. So how's everybody else doing? I'm moments from exploding with rage. Oh, that's an awesome song. I wanted at least one Earl Grey tea cigarette, please. That one feels semi-confident in that one. Oh, my pool heater. It's very noisy, my pool heater. I think I'm done with my cigarettes. And since the pool heater is fired up, my pool must be cold. I'm gonna end the live stream anyway. Because I don't want to. Alright, everyone. Do have a wonderful day. I need to upload the Virginia Slim 120 video anyway. But yeah, please do check that video out and like and comment on it. Alright. Have a wonderful day. Dreamsy out.